Welcome back to the Design Gist podcast. I'm Annie, one of the co-hosts, and I'm here with Elsie.
Welcome.
Elsie, how have you been? Eh?
I'm saying welcome. I didn't know you asked me how have I been.
Me too. I didn't know. I just followed my heart for real.
Yeah, should.
So
Yeah,
how have you
I've
been?
been, I've been okay. I guess I've been fine. I've been, living it, living
We
it or
thank God.
whatever.
Oh.
Just trying. So yeah.
We
And
thank
how
God.
have you been?
I've been fine. Just been having cramps lately. It's not been
The
pretty, but
cramps are never pretty. So,
bruh.
sorry. You
Yeah.
feel
How was
better.
your how was your journey back home? The last time we saw, which was yesterday.
Oh, it was okay. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking I was going to get there before after running to the train and all that, but thank God I got the bus on time, so I didn't have to run. I got
Oh,
there in
more.
record in time, so yeah.
Good for you. Can you
But then
imagine having
walking,
to stay in the train station in this temperature?
yeah,
Like
and the
stay
crazy
and
thing is
wait
that
for something.
yeah, I didn't have to wait long. But the worst thing is that the heating in the train itself, they were like it's
Yeah,
not really
it's not
overheating.
working.
Yeah, like the first and the last whatever
Trenches.
coaches are not working and
That's
whatever.
trenches.
I mean, I was in the first coach, so I was like, whatever. I just
I
let the
think I
train
already
go.
know which train it is, but I won't mention the name.
It's only one train that comes here now.
There's only one train. Oh yeah, it's only one train.
No,
Yeah,
it's
now.
not
And
one.
so
I think it's two.
yeah, but it's only that one that will try to do something like that. But let me not.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting me yesterday and for helping
Oh,
me out.
I was literally like, I was not. It was like I was not even there. So I'm glad at least you got to where you wanted to get done. But I hope you have you know what you want to do.
I
Like your
finished
direction is.
one
Eh,
today, so
are you serious? That's cool. That's
yeah.
cool. That's
So
nice.
yeah, next one tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, so shall we go straight into the topic today,
Yes, we should.
or do you want to gist us? Any other thing you want to gist us about?
No, we should. Nothing
In
to
case
just.
true, self because of okay. All right. So this year we started talking about design principles. That was our first episode of the year. Yay. And
Yay.
we wanted to keep cycling back to it like throughout the year, at least as far as we can go. We want
Yeah.
to always have an episode every month where we are talking about design principles. And today's design principle is hierarchy. One of the design principles that I cannot spell to save my life. Please, can you spell hierarchy?
I can spell it for some reason. Okay, do you know how I got to spell it? Or how I
How?
started spelling it?
How you? Yeah,
I know the beginning part, the high part. I already know the
of course.
spelling, the hair. Then the Aki, like ash, like Aki,
Mm-hmm.
like how do I
Like
how do I
architecture now. Are we?
not really architecture, but okay, okay, let's just architecture, but Aki of it because that
Oh,
is
okay.
AR.
Yeah. That's the part that confuses me as well. That's the part that confuses me. Hierarchy. Huh. Okay, Sha. So yeah, that's the design principle that I want to talk about today. What is hierarchy? Let's just go straight into it. What is hierarchy in design?
Are you singing?
I'm singing, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
watching
I'm
I'm watching
singing.
I'm watching Cinderella on the side.
Can you
Sorry.
imagine?
Do you want to or should I go first?
Well, I can talk about the little I know about hierarchy. So basically, I think
Okay.
that hierarchy is about positioning elements on to show order of importance, like how you structure your. It's not only. I don't want to make it to be only about design. So how you position things to make it show order of importance, like what is more important, what should draw the attention of people more,
Yeah.
and then what is not that important, just like positioning it differently. So that's how I think explain it.
Yeah, me too. Pretty much the same intentional arrangement of anything to direct someone's attention. Yeah, I agree. So, but in terms of design, like where would you say it's relevant? Why would you say it's relevant?
Why?
Yeah.
when you're designing something, obviously you're designing with your user in mind. So
Mm-hmm.
when what do you think the user should see first? It helps
Yeah.
you know how to position things. So that's why I feel like it's important, because it helps you know what the user should see first based on maybe your research on what they expect. So when they come to your, if it's a website, if it's an app or whatever, what is the
Mm-hmm.
first thing you want them to notice about it? Because that's if how you position things, it determines how what draws their attention first. And so
Yeah.
if you get them to see what exactly you want them to see first, then you've
Mm-hmm.
used hierarchy well. But if
Yeah.
they come to your page and they don't understand what's going on, or they're trying to figure out how to even navigate it, then something is missing, and that means probably didn't use this hierarchy right and correctly. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what
Also, like I don't know if this is a rule, but it's just something I would say is common to most human beings. We tend to skim through things. We tend to just rush through things. Like if someone gives you a pamphlet or maybe anything really, you're not really trying to sit down and look at everything from beginning to end. Your mind is automatically looking for the most prominent information.
yeah.
So if a designer has done their job well, they will immediately pick up what those prominent information or what the prominent information is and pay lesser attention to the secondary things. So yeah, so it's obviously it's relevant for that reason. But yeah, like you said, is what should users notice first? How should their eyes move across maybe an infographic or an app or maybe a website, like you said? And what
Yeah.
is priority? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. When I was doing the reading for this, it seemed like there are just some fields that they prioritize hierarchy more than others. And some fields it's more like, oh, they can break the rules in terms of design, in terms of like visual communications and stuff.
I was doing my own research. I just found out that hierarchy is involved in several fields. Like many fields use it, like web design, obviously UX,
Yeah.
graphic design. But then again, there's things like psychology, which that was even like a surprise to me when I saw that they use hierarchy. And the way they were explaining it, I'm not going to lie, I can't. I can't
Please, I'm
explain it back.
curious. How do
I can't.
psychologists use
Oh no! Don't
hierarchy?
ask me. Don't ask me,
Ah,
please.
why?
I can't explain it. It's just very over my head and stuff in a way. I just saw it and I was very like intrigued about the fact that they said psychology. So I started to go read about it. But me, I don't understand. But I think
And I was so curious. Okay, maybe I'll go and read
it's
it.
basically like, for instance, let's say they use something like sociability and extraversion, which to me I just thought
What?
they're all like almost the same thing or something like that. But then they're saying, for that's an example that I saw there, they're saying something like sociability is
Mm-hmm.
more is like placed, I think it's placed higher in the hierarchy than extraversion in a way. And but I just
Extraversion, is that not like a personality type?
yeah,
Or
sociability is also, it's not to be sociable now. I don't know what sociability is.
that's what I would think,
So,
yeah.
so I was thinking,
So
I don't understand why they. Just I said, like, I don't really understand that explanation as much, and I didn't want to go in so deep into it because I'm not a psychology student. But yeah,
is
it
it
was highly.
like I don't even know how to even wrap my mind around that
It is
show.
exactly the way I felt when I saw it. It's just I was like, I don't want to like. I don't know why I mentioned it, and I just left that side. But it's exactly
Well,
how I felt. So I was just like, how? But I didn't
I'm
go
not
too
surprised,
deep.
Sha, because I think design is like a child of psychology. With all the things I've been reading lately based on design, it seems
Yeah,
like
I understand.
psychology is where design gets all of its knowledge from. If I can use that, you say it that way.
Yeah.
Like even all the principles, if we trace the history, it's like psychologists that coined the name or defined it or something, and then designers now started adopting it. So I won't even be
I
surprised.
believe that, yeah, I believe that because like the whole basis of design is psychology, just not just using
Yeah.
human psychology to design things that humans can use. So like,
Mm.
what is it that people like to see? Then they use it to attract them and to design things
Or
and
what
then make
what is it that they normally how would they normally
everybody
act or
act.
react
Yeah,
in this
situation.
contexts? Yeah,
Yes.
it's
So
true. So yeah, it makes
then
sense.
I also saw architecture itself, so which is not surprising, like you said, it's
Yeah.
almost it's also design. So it's not like
Yeah.
a surprise to me. So
Yeah, just like you said, the usual ones, most especially graphic designers that are
Yeah,
making
graphic.
posters and all that, billboards, especially stuff like billboards, or UX designers, everyone in that field, like where you're designing interface or information design, you will make use of hierarchy. The people that I feel like can get away with breaking the rules or not like, doing anything with hierarchy, or are the people in maybe the arts, like someone designing a movie poster, for example.
Yeah.
You are trying to do everything to break, like you're trying to break the norm so that people can stop in their tracks and be like, wait, what is this? You're trying to make people stop. So I think they can get away with breaking the rules of hierarchy. That's just one example, by the way, Sha. But I think we'll still talk about that later, Sha. That's not, we'll still, yeah, we'll still get
So I'm
there.
trying to like in my head think about it, but I'm sure you will
Mm-hmm.
explain later.
What was that? Oh, you're trying to think about like the movie poster.
Yeah, 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 that's what I was thinking about. Like, how
There are many
breaking
movie
mirrors.
posters now. There are
Oh,
many movie posters that would have done this somehow.
yeah.
Okay. So what are some real life case studies of hierarchy that is, I mean, I feel like this is a common question. You can literally point at anything and use it as an example. But I have some interesting ones. Yeah, there are not a lot, just a few interesting ones
I
that I
need
feel
to
like,
hear.
oh, I
I
didn't
need to.
know this. You
Let's
need to
hear.
hear this.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing now, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. It's more like a conspiracy theory, and I've heard it since like 2 years ago when we moved to the UK. Normally Nigerian markets, just anyhow, just go
That
to
was the
someone's
first thing
shop,
I
they have
wanted to
everything.
actually talk about, but it's so funny you brought it
Wait,
up.
wait, do you know where I'm going? Do you know where I'm going with this?
I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine, but
You
just
can
imagine.
imagine.
Maybe it's the same
Okay,
thing. I
okay,
don't
let
know.
me just make it quick. So basically,
Yeah.
the way that supermarkets arrange their products, it's like a way to it's a way to guide you as a shopper to make more purchases. So that's the example I want to give. Is that what you were thinking as well?
Yeah, that's what I was
Maybe I've not
saying
explained
because
it very well.
no, you do.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking. I don't want. You did. So the thing is, that was one of the things that came to my mind when I was like thinking of real life examples. Because when you go to our
Yeah.
market, you just see that everywhere is just everyone is just you just have to use your head and be finding looking for things or where things are. Maybe you have to ask
Hmm.
somebody which I want to buy, which side
They
to
want to
get
buy
this
yam.
day. I want to buy and which
Hmm.
side they go. Although they always like try to group themselves together, like people are selling things,
Yeah.
same items
Yeah.
put together. But you just trying to locate those people in the market that is always very difficult, especially when you're not very
Hmm.
used to that market. Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
here, when I came in here too, at the beginning, I didn't know that when you go into supermarket, you should look up and see the signs and all that. I used to always ask questions. That's so
Okay, this is like the reel that I did recently. The
yeah, yeah, it
discoverability.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, and this was very much my experience until I got that job that I wanted to end my life in 2023.
Oh my
And I
god,
started
this job that turned you to bones and blood.
guy. That job is okay for people who don't know the
Oh
context.
my
I was
god.
working in Sainsbury's. I used to go there at 2 a.m. to I think 7 a.m. to shop for people. So people will send in their requests and then they'll give us this device, and then you'll be locating those items in the supermarket and you'll be putting them in a basket, and you have to do it like as fast as you can. So they might give you like just a few seconds to locate an item. So that's where I learned how to actually look for stuff. So it was easier for me, yeah. But what I'm saying is a different conspiracy theory
Okay.
that they rearrange the positions of items every now and then to make you get lost on purpose.
Yeah.
To make you get lost on purpose so that you be like you have to move around the supermarkets round and round just because you are not sure where this thing is anymore. Because when you came here 2 weeks ago, oh, you know that they put what do I even say now? They put this particular
Milk.
biscuits, yeah, or milk or something. They put it here. They put it here. Oh, this is where you will find this, and the layout is the same. And then randomly they just change it over all over again, and then you're now forced to move around But the conspiracy theory is how they want you to buy more stuff. I don't know if this is still the hierarchy. Yeah, I can still say it's the
I
hierarchy.
and
But it's like they are
yeah,
manipulating it.
wait.
Yeah, I'm listening.
And I think I feel like when it comes to me, when I think about it, I feel like why they do this kind of, because for real, I've gone to several shops where they will rearrange when I'm used to one particular pattern
Hmm.
of it, knowing, then I come in and then something different is now there. It
It's
happens for
changed.
real. So I've seen it, but I feel like that's one of the things I think might be happening is they rearrange it in a way that, okay, if things on this particular or particular side of the store is always selling
Hmm.
out, they decide to put things that don't sell very much there, probably trying to rotate
Hmm.
things. I just feel like
Interesting.
maybe that's the reason they might be doing things like that, because why did they, I
Hmm.
always I ask myself that, why did they always rearrange it? It's like, why are they trying to, because I remember one particular shop I used to go to every time that, and then I came in one day and everything have like completely changed in this place, or not like, and I was wondering like, why, that's the only thing that
Hmm.
came to my mind. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think.
Another example I saw, I don't know how true this one is. They say that in supermarkets, where your eyes,
Oh,
like average
sorry to
height,
say next.
average height. Oh,
God,
that's what I want to say.
I
Okay,
want to
say
say
it.
yes. I want to say any before you continue. Let me just say this about supermarket. Can
Yeah.
move on from it. No, no, that's what I want to talk about. Yeah,
Oh yeah, say it.
I read that one that where they are saying that, like, they arrange things based on, like, the things that are high level are the things that
Mm.
that's where
But
hierarchy
is
is
that true? Because all
truly.
of us are not the
Yes,
same height.
I do believe it's true. No, no, high level does not mean that everybody is the same height. But when you go to the
Mm.
supermarket, do you know why I say I believe it's true? If
Mm-hmm.
you look at the things at the top of the
Mm-hmm.
supermarket, there are things that you might need to, but hardly will it be something that is, that's not something that is very, I don't know.
Expensive.
Not even about expensive, like things that are not, they don't
Mm-hmm.
really keep. So sometimes some shops like I've seen though, what they do is
Mm-hmm.
they just put replacement, like, for instance, if it's candles that are here, they put some
Mm-hmm.
cartons of candles at the top, so that
Okay.
even though there are candles at your eye level too, but in case that one finishes, you can go up to get one. But hardly will I even see that one that's up, because I'm not even looking up that much.
Honestly, I don't even
Much.
think I look up too
Exactly,
much. I
exactly.
don't even think I look
So
up
they
too
put things
much.
that they know people don't really look up, and then things that we need. And then I feel like, because I was thinking of
Mm.
it, I feel like they put things down that we actually want, like things that we need, like we'll look for these kind of things. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
I
understand.
feel like that
Like,
would that would be that they're putting the ones that are cheaper, they're putting them kind of out of reach,
yeah,
and then the ones
down.
that are more expensive are so obvious
Yes, I agree with
because
that,
they know
because
that that's where our eyes would
I
normally go.
I agree with that, and you know why I agree very well with that. What you just said.
Why?
If you go to any of these shops, for
Mm-hmm.
instance, you go to, let me just say, Tesco, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Tesco properties like Tesco, let me say Tesco,
Tesco brands.
yes, their
Okay.
products
Yeah.
themselves. I always want down. They'll put, let's say they put another person's stuff that is more expensive, high level. That
Mm.
one is always, I've always noticed that.
Are you serious?
Even Aldi, all of them,
Okay,
maybe
when next I
because,
go to Asda, I'm going to try and look out for this
yeah,
because
their own
this I saw
products.
it written. I saw it and I was like, "Is this really true?" Okay, I'll bring it
It's
up on the
true.
podcast.
It's true
I'm
because
going to watch out for it tomorrow
I
when
not
I
to fit
go.
like hierarchy and all those things, or all those things, but I know I've noticed it where,
Mm.
for instance, spaghetti. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say
Yeah.
for instance, if you go to Aldi, for instance, their spaghetti
Mm.
will not be the one at eye level. It's different other people's spaghetti that will be
Whoa,
there,
that's
and
true.
then their own will be under.
I spent almost
Yeah,
an hour looking for the cheap the cheap spaghetti one time.
always look down.
They were giving me papadelle and fusilli. I
Yeah,
beg, waiting be this
exactly.
one. Please.
That one
It's
I've
true.
noticed it. Every time, like, I go to buy, what's that thing? What's it called? Sardine, for instance, something like that. I don't
Yeah.
bother looking up. Just look,
Mackerels.
if I just go and see where it is, I just look that, because you see their own products will be the one on that. They never put it on top, because that one is cheaper ones.
It's the cheap,
So
yeah, it's the
it's
cheap
that
ones.
one I believe that's the one I
Interesting.
feel like that's really where hierarchy comes in.
So that means this would be a bad example, like an example of a real world case study that uses hierarchy but in manipulative ways.
Yeah. Isn't that what they all want to do?
Because
So that they'll make more money.
Abino, that's what they all want to do. Another
Yeah.
example I have is like Netflix or Prime Video, Disney, all of them streaming
Yeah.
platforms.
Mhm.
I don't know if I've not actually confirmed this, but it's like
Okay.
there are some shows or some movies that have larger banners than the others, and there's a reason why they have larger banners. Maybe because they are maybe Netflix
Trying to push
produced
this one.
shows, like Netflix
Ah.
shows, yeah, they want you to watch them more, so they make the image or the thumbnail or the
Yeah.
GIF or something really big, bigger than maybe very old movies or something.
That makes sense.
However, I'll say they use this one in a good way because, like, if you have movies that will soon leave Netflix, for example, it's spotlighted. Like, you immediately see, they'll make your attention go there immediately. So you know that, oh, this is
Yeah.
leaving very soon.
Okay.
Hmm?
No, that one is. I feel like that one is a bit different if you look at it. Because what I'm saying is,
Okay.
you know that their what is it called? I don't know what to call it, but their interface. Let me say interface. What
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do is they have a different level for films that are leaving soon or movies that are leaving soon. So they
Not
just
like,
show.
not every time. It's not
Yeah.
every time. There are many times where I'm not going to I'm not seeing it in the row. Like, oh, the films that are leaving soon. It's not always like that.
Anyway, can
Sometimes it
I?
might be when you've finished watching a movie to now start bringing this thing, you now see like a highlighted text that says "living soon." It's not always that it's in a row where all the films that are living soon are located.
Okay.
I don't even think I've
Any
seen a row like that before. Hmm?
what? I've seen it. Any can I do something? I need to take this AirPod off. When my battery dies, I
Okay,
can't
no,
be
no worries, no, no
charging it
worries.
and be talking. Let me just.
I'll be talking. Okay, okay.
Sorry. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much clearer.
Can you imagine? Are you serious?
Much clearer. It sounds like you're in a studio. Anyway, Sha, that was the example for streaming platforms in terms
Yeah,
of large banners for certain shows and smaller ones. But I don't know. I don't know how true it is really. I have not done the research.
that one too.
But yes, I have one real life one that happened to me today.
Okay.
Can I say it? So
Good.
I was trying to delete my account, which is another like pain point I have with certain software.
Most of the
Basically,
software,
let me
obviously,
tell
yeah.
you how. Yeah, I went to I was looking for software to help me with a certain thing. So I now saw one. Okay, I said, okay, let me just go and look at their website or and try it out or see how it works. I
Mhm.
signed in just once. I signed in like last week. Between see, Elsie, between last week and now, if you see the amount of emails that manager be supports whatever is sending me within last week and now, it's not I've not bought anything, I've not made any subscription. They're sending me like loads of emails like, oh, let's teach you how to use this thing. Oh, did
Uh-uh.
you know you could, like, what the hell? So I was so tired. Like, I was tired. I was like, okay, I need to go and delete my account because I don't even think I will use this product, and I don't want to be receiving all these emails every time. So I now went there, like, okay, let me delete my account.
Oh yeah.
So the as usual now, if you want to delete an account, you are presented with two choices. Is
Mm,
either they ask you a question like, oh, are you sure you want to delete your account? And you have two choices. You can continue, like delete your account, or you can cancel the entire thing. So normally, what you would expect as a user that has been using the interfaces for your whole life is that the thing that carries delete your account will be maybe red and very prominent.
Ah,
That's what you expect, right? Do
that's
you
the
know what
new
these
thing.
guys did? They
Yeah.
made delete your account gray and they made
Yes.
cancel blue. So in my head, I was like, oh shit, I'm going for the prominent thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to press cancel. My mind just did a double take, like, cancel what? I want to delete my account. And I looked and I saw delete my account in gray. So in that scenario, they were using colors
To manipulate again, like
to show hierarchy. Like, this is the first thing you will see because it's more prominent than the other. But then you needed the other thing, but
yeah.
they hid it from you. So that's a bad example, but a dark UX example.
I think dark US is the right word because they did on purpose. They know what
You
they do.
press that thing now thinking you deleted your account. I don't know
Yes,
that
you
you
don't
just
see
cancelled
that
the entire
you've
task.
cancelled it.
I'm very
One of
sure
the things
many people are falling for that and they still have their
definitely
account. Yeah.
that's why it's becoming I think it's a trend because that thing is just something that they do these days very well. That when you want to do carry out
This
an action
one
that
I
they
never
don't,
see
they don't
this
want you to
kind of thing.
carry. When they don't want, no,
Mm.
I've seen that when they don't want you to carry out a particular action, then they'll just put it
No,
in
but this
green.
one is crazy
When they know
because
that,
delete in your head is red, like
yes, I
a red
understand.
button or a red text, and they just made it gray. Oh my
They don't
god.
want, yeah.
That's crazy to me, Sha.
Another thing I came up with when I was doing this research, like which was interesting to me, I was trying to look for something like that in the UK. I can't think of it. Was Times
But
Square in the US, in US,
Times
and
Square?
it's so, yeah,
Okay.
no, Times Square is that place in US. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
interesting because there, I had to go look at some pictures from there because I haven't been to the US, and I was just like seeing, oh,
Mm.
okay, no, that's what I'm trying to say. Everything is just bright and everything is just trying to get our attention. No, nothing. You can't. There's
Oh,
no.
Times Square.
Yes, there's
Okay.
no particular. You can't just say, "Oh, this is where everything is trying to drag your attention. Everything is just bright. The
Like it's
phones are fine.
crazy.
The TVs are
It's
they are
crazy.
yeah, the display screens are the same. Should I say width and whatever, and everything is just like
Hmm.
showing
A
different things.
saturation.
Trying to grab. It's so crazy when I saw the pictures, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good example of bad example of,
A
I guess,
bad
a
example,
hierarchy.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree because like what do you even want me to
To look at, and
focus on?
yeah.
Everybody's fighting for attention.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a perfect bad example actually.
like seriously, I was like, oh yeah, this is a very bad one.
I have some subtle ones like street furniture. This is like how do you even say it now? Posters on the streets, maybe signs on the street that is showing
Mm.
you slow down, or what else can you even see on the streets? Oh, there are cameras here,
Yeah,
or children there's a school here or something. All those little signs that you see
yeah,
on the streets, I think they make use of hierarchy very
yes,
much.
yes.
Like I don't even think they can do without hierarchy because they are focused on people who are driving past in a
Mm-hmm.
car, so
They need to
they
make
are
catch
yeah.
attention first. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. They can it can be tiny text or like maybe the most important thing you're hiding it. So I
Yes.
think that's a good example of real world case studies that use it well.
In
I
addition to
think
that, another one is
yeah.
this. I know in buildings where you see
Hmm.
emergency exits, for instance,
Oh
the
yeah,
first thing that you
yeah.
might see, no matter how far away you are, is the color and then the arrow showing you the
Where
direction
to
to
go.
go. So when you now
Mm-hmm.
get close, you now see the exit sign or whatever, you already know that's where the arrow. So you just wherever you are and see that arrow, you already know where you're going to. So I think
Oh more.
they utilize that example well today.
When I first started going to school here,
Mm-hmm.
like the way they decorated our uni building with those things. Like when I first moved, I was like, "This is too much. Why y'all like why are people overdoing this thing?" But then I thought about it that okay, if something bad happens, now if there's a fire or if there's
Mm-hmm.
maybe I don't know
Yeah.
a shooter, a school shooter or something, they've already signposted where you can go. Like
Yes.
there's safety precautions for real.
Yes.
And I just remember any single building I entered in Lagos or Ilorin or wherever I've been to in Nigeria, and there is nothing like that. Even
There's
in
nothing like that.
even in big institutions like
We just
the
pray that God
FIRS
will,
or a bank,
yeah, fire will not catch in Jesus' name. That's how we live our lives.
as in
But
you
here
come and
they
do
always
opening prayer.
yeah. But here they always like um look at things like what's go wrong,
that
and then
is
put
that is
things in
insane.
place. It just makes
Like
sense.
Elsie, even banks, like I don't think I've been to a bank where I know where to go if something happens. I don't, maybe I'm being ignorant, maybe I didn't actually pay attention to it, but I can't think of it.
No, I can't think of
Any
it.
building that is serious like that.
To be
Not to
honest,
talk
yes.
of universities, Elsie.
Oh,
Universities
who
where
cares?
there are like loads of people. Huh.
Who cares? Yeah, we
So
don't
this
usually have
is
things like that. I remember my secondary school when I was in school. I always,
mm,
to be honest with you, and I always like pray to God that something like that will not happen because I know we'll all die in that hostel. I'm not lying. All the girls will die. To be honest,
so the girls will
no. Do
die.
you know what I mean? They have this hostel like it's four corner or just like it's a
Yeah.
rectangle, right?
Yeah.
That's where the whole that's the whole girls hostel is rectangle,
Ah.
and
Like everyone
each
is on the same floor.
it's not floor, it's just one floor.
Jesus
Yes,
Christ. Like
and on
Lagos
each
hostel.
of the sides, not the four sides, there are gates,
Yeah.
right? Supposed to be four gates, right? Three of those
Mm-hmm.
gates are constantly locked completely. You don't nobody know where
Mm-mm.
the keys are. One of those gates, the caretaker, what's the called? Matron, will lock it in the night
Ah,
and then hold the key when she's inside, as in she'll be in her room.
god
Just
damn.
imagine in this kind of scenario, fire. there's a fire. You just imagine. Sometimes matron is not around, so she assigns somebody else, maybe like a senior head girl, whatever, whoever. You don't even know who is with the key. So if something is going on and the person is not, what will happen?
Bro,
Because
that
I've heard
sounds
of
so
things that happened
scary.
in Jos before that I heard of, where in secondary school that everybody got burned to ashes. Like they burned, you have to
Shit.
do mass burial for them.
Oh my god,
So
that's
it
that's horrible.
those things I used to live with that fear since
That's
hearing this
horrible.
particular story, where even the
Like
governor,
even if there was no fire now and there's just a threat of
no,
something bad happening, a
everybody,
stampede can happen in that hostel. A stampede that people will
yes,
just be rushing and then matching each other and
there's
stuff,
no
and
way
then there's no
out once you're,
exits.
God, that's a really bad example.
That's great. You
But
just brought out another like one fear that I've always had since Chibok girls. You know
oh,
Chibok girls
careful.
era. I was
Mm-hmm.
also writing like just like those girls
Oh
that time.
my God.
Yeah, so since then for like I think for up to like maybe almost 7 years after that, I used to have nightmares of doing WAEC, like writing WAEC like this, and
Oh,
then terrorists coming to my school and
oh.
kidnapping all of us. I
Oh,
used to have that fear. You just activated it again now.
sorry. Sorry, it's
Maybe
not
that's what
happening.
I
Not
dream
like I
about
secondary school.
tonight.
Oh my
Bro, it's
God.
scary. Oh. It's
Yes.
scary and it's all these little things. Like
Yes. We should always put,
nobody even cares.
nobody cares. We always put things like envision what could go wrong and then put things in order or things in place.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Do you know how many times in my former job where OICB where I served children, like I was working in a secondary school. So they used to have these they call it drills. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
experienced a drill, fire drill.
Yes. Oh.
Every single week we are coming outside whether you are cooking pounded yam or whatever
Everything you
the
are
fuck you are
doing.
doing, you are going outside. Everybody from the principal to the cleaner, you come outside. So it's a way
That,
to teach them that,
that
oh,
happens a
when this
lot in
happens, this is what
Mitra's house.
you
When I
really
when I was
Mitra's
working
house.
in Mitra's house, then know that printing stuff.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
happened.
okay.
It happened. You just hear fire. You just thought, what is going on?
Like
Then
it's not even real. It's
not
not
really. It's
real. Oh.
just
They're
for
just preparing.
training. Yeah.
Nigeria, who cares?
Oh.
Like, oh
No, but
god
you know, it
damn.
happened to, okay, let's be honest. When I worked
Yeah.
somewhere like NNPC, during
When did you
IT,
work in an NPC?
I'm an IT, which kind? IT.
Ah,
I did IT there. I don't know.
okay.
I remember it happened when they would tell you that if a fire catches, like you have to come
Mm.
up to, there's a place they showed us, and then you have to go there, and then they will call names, make sure that everybody in the office is there. People that's at work that day is there. If the person is not there, then you have to inform somebody. Things like that. They actually did it, I
You
think,
don't
once
be.
or twice. So that was, but I feel like these are the kind of places that will because no, first of all, they already,
Mm.
let me not even say what I want to say. But yeah,
What do
those
you
kind
want
of
to
places
say?
that might put something like that in place. But
Mm.
many other places
Okay,
like if
okay.
you can go and die. Sorry.
People can go and die and you. Now
I
you and
swear.
your God go and
I
settle your
swear.
scores. That's just it's really sad actually. It's
Yes.
sad. Okay, some other things, some a very interesting one I saw that didn't even occur to me ever is receipts. Like when we go to buy
Ah,
stuff, especially like
makes
grocery
sense.
stores again, you have like the receipts to show what you've bought and how much and
Uh-huh.
everything. So hierarchy is used very much in the design of a receipt. Is used very much, and it's just, or I'll just tie it to layout design generally. Like layout design, grids, boxes and all that. A good example is Instagram Reels, which is
True.
something, or
Instagram.
Instagram in general, which is something we are very familiar with. So it uses hierarchy too in the way that it structures its
Yes.
components. Sorry to bring this in because it's not part of what we're talking about, but
What?
did you know that Instagram just randomly decided to change the entire design of the grid system? You know how Instagram, we know Instagram to be square,
Uh-huh.
like it's just square
Yes.
boxes.
Yes.
Now Instagram have elongated that square to look like
TikTok. You're following
TikTok.
TikTok?
It's annoying. Else, I have a music page, my music page now.
Yes.
I design my
Stop.
covers. Yes, now if you go to my music page, it's all messed
Oh
up.
my
Like
god,
you
are you
cannot see
serious?
the name of my titles again. It's all like wonky now.
What?
So now I have to start designing. Oh my god, I'm
I
tired.
have to go. But I checked your page yesterday. Maybe I didn't
Yes,
notice.
yes. Yesterday I don't even know whether it's the Holy Spirit or I don't know which spirit was talking to me. I just decided to use TikTok video presets. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why. I just decided. Oh, it was because I was designing it on TikTok. So
Yes.
I designed the cover for TikTok. Then I just mistakenly used the same cover on Instagram and it worked. But the previous
What?
these things they are now
Yes, because
messed
you're
up,
telling me that you want
like
to design
completely
you have
messed
to
up.
design different for the two
I don't
apps. You're
understand.
saying it. So wow.
Why would they even just make a change like that without even
That's that's
Instagram is a different thing entirely. I don't know. I don't know, but that's besides the point. Let me know if make us go too much into that. Another field that uses hierarchy I forgot to mention the first time is, I mean, of course, user experience design uses hierarchy, but like I just wanted to us to talk a bit about information architecture in user experience design.
oh
You know,
yeah.
when we are
Yes.
yeah, when we are trying to get the perfect workflow or the perfect task analysis
Mm-hmm.
for a user flow or for a user's journey, we
Mm-hmm.
use information architecture to um
Map out where
highlight
things
the
should be.
steps to exactly to map out. That's the best way to say it. And you need to employ the principle of hierarchy like the most. And I would say that's even the skeletal system of every single thing we see on the internet or on
Yes.
a mobile device or on a laptop, anything. That's the skeletal system. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's all for the examples, right? Or do we need more?
I wanted to ask you a question.
Hmm.
Do you find it challenging? Like, okay, I've asked you this question before, and you said no, that you prefer designing for mobile. Is that still the case? Do you still prefer designing for mobile
I
than
feel like
for desktop?
okay. I feel like the reason I no, I don't think there's any difference anymore. I don't think
Eh.
because one of the things I'm trying to perfect in my life now is responsive design. So that means being able to
Mm,
design, yes, for
for
all of
all.
them. And because I found that the important thing to me is knowing what the text fonts you're going to use for
Mm.
different, for instance, the
Oh
headings,
yeah.
subheadings, body, all those things. And
Mm-hmm.
once you determine them for mobile app and for websites or desktop apps or whatever, it
Mm-hmm.
makes things easier for you. So, for instance, if I'm using
Yeah. Yeah.
size 14 fonts for my headings on or 16 or 18 for my headings in
Mm.
mobile app, obviously I can't use the same font on.
No,
So
that's to
yeah, so
scale.
yes, so it's figuring those things out makes it easier for you to be able to makes it easier for you to be able to design for
Okay,
any.
wait. Okay, wait. I think maybe I didn't frame my question well.
Okay.
I mean, like web design. Like if I was designing a maybe a landing page now for just web, and I was designing a mobile app. I think there are different things. Like even if you scale your font sizes or you scale your what else can we scale? Your viewport or something, the design cannot still look the same way. For instance, like how the thing we were talking about yesterday, like if you have a card design that is maybe 4 columns, you have to reduce it to two or something for mobile. I feel like it takes more work to do that on mobile, and that's why I still prefer working on bigger screens. And the reason why I'm saying this is that I noticed that is that hierarchy that is challenging for me, like knowing how to prioritize information on smaller screens. I think that's really hard for me. I don't know if you feel the same way. Like, do you also feel like hierarchy is the
No,
thing that is my
no, I
challenge there?
don't. I don't feel the same way. Maybe
So
because
you
I
can
started with
it's hard
I
though.
started with mobile designing with mobile.
Oh,
So it's yes, I
okay
know you
now.
started with
I started with
text.
web.
Yes, so that makes it it's like when you're practicing something over and over and over again, it's like
Hmm.
obviously you're going to get better and better and better at it. So it's just
I
that
guess yeah, it's true.
it's just that even me at some point I had that how do I design for web? What is it for web? Because I was always designing mobiles. But now I think
Mobile sounds like hard work.
the same way web used to sound to me because it's like, how do I know that
Web,
this
you can do anything.
is when
Mobile,
you
you have to start thinking about some drop downs and bruh.
I understand what you're trying to say, but I guess it's because I've I started with it. So
Hmm. Okay, I guess.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to say there. Sorry to interrupt you.
You didn't interrupt me. It's fine.
You asked me if that was all for the examples. Then I now brought up.
Okay.
I thought you wanted to introduce something like another thing.
No, I'm not introducing anything. I think I've not stayed enough.
Yeah, the only thing I have here that I've not said is
Mm.
the thing about breaking the rules. Breaking the like the kind of people that can break the
I thought
rules, the
you've
kind of
mentioned it.
designers that
Okay.
can break the rules.
Okay, so you're talking
Yeah,
about
then
it
I now
later.
say we'll come
Yes,
back
yes,
to it.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I said film posters. You said you can't think of any. You don't know some movie. I'm talking about Nollywood. I beg you. Sorry.
I understand. You're not serious.
No offense to Nollywood, but like all those posters that are like yeah. There's that. There's also interactive websites. I don't even think those things still do they are they still popular? Like all those interactive websites that you go there and you don't even know what to do next because everything is just breaking every single rule you know of. Do you know the ones I'm talking about?
I think I don't know if it's one was in my head that is in your head, so I don't know, but I
Okay,
think I
which
sort
one?
of get what you're saying.
Which one's in your head?
I don't have any particular one, but the kind of designs I'm talking of, the kind of designs where they are just doing things where it's not very common. They're trying
Mm-hmm.
to do things like, let's say, they're just out
Unconventional.
of the box kind of thinking, whatever.
Yeah,
Then it ends
yeah.
up feeling like I don't even know where I'm going to click, or I don't even know
Oh,
what's happening here.
do you know this platform, or is it a platform we'll call it? It's called awards, sha, but instead of
Yes,
normal
yes,
awards,
exactly.
three W's ahead.
Yes, I
So
know.
all those types of websites that used to
Exactly.
win
Okay, yeah, yeah. So we're talking about
awards,
yes, yes, yes,
those guys break the rules of
yes,
visual
they do.
hierarchy.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's frustrating to me. It's beautiful, I love it, but I don't think it's something that is useful in today's world. I don't think it's useful. It's just it's like something that should be in a UX or UI museum. But it's not, I don't think you as a designer, that's what you should be saying, oh, this is
I feel
my,
like it's things that they use for like to show their portfolio, to show that oh I can do,
I
you
can
know,
just do
yes I
this.
can do
Yeah.
all this and all that. So, but
I mean, I'm not saying that that's not the kind of designer I want to be, oh, but it's just that it's not something that you should be saying, oh, you are designing for everyday users. Like maybe a banking app. Now I want to quickly transfer money. You're telling me I have to shake my phone to scroll down. Are you serious? Or I have to say a spell for something to work. Different things.
different things these
I
days.
can't I won't be happy if I have to do that for a regular day-to-day app or something. So yeah, those guys break the hierarchy rule for sure. Then there's magazines, like magazine designs that are, you know, unconventional. I don't know if you've people don't even read magazines anymore, do they?
How about the read magazines? If it's e-magazines, maybe some
Kai.
people still do.
E-magazine, what the hell? That
I
sounds
don't know.
miserable. E-magazine. That sounds like it shouldn't even exist. I remember when I was younger that we used to have magazines around the house, like Ovation. Which magazines we used to read
Yeah,
again?
yeah. Vision is
All these
everywhere.
my brother used to buy all these like pop
Yes,
culture ones too. Those that life is gone. That time is gone.
so
Damn.
gone, so far. You haven't talked
Did
of.
you like did you like those kind of things?
Not really. I don't know.
But you're a reader. I thought you would even be the one that
Yeah, but those things, for instance, some of them are talking about it's only the there's a magazine that there's a part of it that is about that's telling a story. I could read that. Like I could read
mm.
newspapers, but I'm not reading politics. I'm not reading about whoever is governor. I don't care. I only read about like some those stories. For instance, there was this newspaper my father used to buy all the time because he likes getting newspaper. So that's what newspaper.
Mm.
I already know the pages that are interesting to me.
I know the ones that I used to read to those times.
Yeah, they'll just put one small
Oh
column on
god.
it, and it's a story, maybe someone's story, maybe something that happened in real life, and all those things. So it's just that kind of place. That's another thing about newspapers where hierarchy is very very is a they're very
Ah,
well
it's true.
placed.
Newspapers, yeah.
Yes. So
Hierarchy is the backbone.
yeah, that's how I read. But if it's just maybe I don't.
What of fashion? There's this fashion one. I can't remember. Yeah. I've forgotten. Is it made? I've forgotten the name of this fashion magazine. I'm sorry. I have to remember this magazine. I have to remember it used to be like one of the best things that wait, I must read this thing.
What's this?
Ah, fashion magazines in Nigeria, beg. Make I find these things like on the tip of my
Imagine.
tongue. What of all these things like Archie? Did you used to read those things?
What's that?
Archie is like comics or something.
No, not really. There are those things. If I'm not against comics or whatever. But if I it's only if I see, but I'm not people that have those things that much or people that use it that much. If that makes sense. So
Hmm.
I can only read things that I have access to basically.
Yeah, I get me too. I didn't have access to Archie. It's just the rich people in our class. They used to bring Archie. Would not be begging them, come and borrow me Archie. Let's read. So I can forget the name of this magazine.
I
It's
still haven't
paining me.
found it.
It's only Ovation I'm seeing here. It's not City People. No, it's not all these old. Hey God. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. I'll find it after the podcast. But it was a very popular magazine that time. Anyway, those ones to break the rules. Product packaging. Of course, there's some product packaging I've seen in the UK here that are just like
Yeah, product
very
packaging. Yes.
experimental. Like if you see something like that in Nigeria, you probably think it's a scam. That is bad. That is fake. You don't want
Hey,
to touch it. Like this, there's this oat milk. I don't know. I think the name is not another oat milk or something. I don't even know. It's just like very like the way they write it is unconventional. Okay, that one doesn't actually follow hierarchy, but product packaging is part of those examples. Yeah, and there's architecture, of course. There's architecture in like weird buildings that you don't expect this to look this way, but then that's the whole point because they want to stop you and make you wonder. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. So is that all we're saying? Are we good to go?
yes, I think so.
All right then.
I don't have anything else.
I can't think of any. And even if we do have any, we can always come back to it in like other episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, should we pick our next principle for next month? Since we said we want to be doing it once a month, Abby.
Let me get by so that I'll not write it down. So I'll not start telling you that
No,
you're
it's
not.
you that will give us. It's you that will give us our
It's me
principle
that
because
gave you
me that
last
gave
week
us
now.
hierarchy. You
Yes. Anyway, did you mention
okay? So what's our
how
principle?
how hierarchy is used or what are the things that are used? Like, I think we mentioned in the passing though, but we didn't really. But this thing of
Oh
size,
wait, okay. I
color.
could quickly run through like visual hierarchy. I mean text hierarchy. Like where you have H1 to H6 in most text editors.
That's the
Like
size thing, and then
yeah,
colors.
exactly size.
Colors are
Yeah,
used.
colors like in primary and secondary actions
And like
on
emergency stuff we talked about, or those posts and those
exactly.
traffic signs, whatever we talked about too. They use mostly color.
Yeah.
Contrast is
Yeah,
where
they
you
do use
see
color.
some more like they are both black, but one is not as black as the other one. The right difference.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then
I
alignment.
actually just put all those ones on that color.
Yes. Then alignment. I'm not going to run over it fast so that we can go, please.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Then
That's fine.
alignment, repetition, proximity, white space, then
Wait,
texture.
are all these things hierarchy? Oh yeah, they are
Not that they're hierarchy, but
hierarchy.
they're how hierarchy is used, like what we
Yeah,
use to enforce
used.
hierarchy.
So hierarchy is like their grandfather or something.
So no,
Cool
there's things that
stuff.
are used to enforce hierarchy. For
I
instance, size.
understand. I
When there's
understand.
size, like you mentioned, H1, H2. H1 is
Mm-hmm.
what you want people to
The
see.
biggest
Basically,
one. Yeah.
let the when you use colors, sometimes the colors you use, for instance, your button, because you want people to click on it, is a different color and it's one that you drag people's attention more.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
white space is like
yes, white space.
the space between it gives you the interesting visuals that you're seeing.
One space
Yeah,
that
I get
gives
it.
us
I just used grandfather as a way for me
okay,
to understand.
perfect.
understand.
Yeah,
I
that's
use weird
it's
analogies.
interesting. Grandfather. Yeah, that's
Wow,
interesting.
that's interesting,
Oh,
Sha. I
interesting.
didn't think about it like that.
Yeah. I saw
Eh?
it when I was doing this thing. I forgot to mention it.
It's nice. Yeah, I like the way you explained that part. So it's just okay, yeah. So I'm waiting for the next principle from you.
Yes. Let's see. I'm trying to see what we're going to talk about. Let me see.
Why you do that? Let me check the calendar.
But that's not even the next we're talking about, remember. But I think we've done hierarchy, right? Let's do pattern.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in
That's very interesting. I'm thinking about Adire and Ankara,
which I was thinking of
like when it comes to like Africa stuff.
yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Let me write it down
Okay,
so
I'm
I'll
down
log
for
down.
pattern. You say I'm down for pattern.
Okay. But that's
Okay,
what the
I
next thing
think we have
actually.
come to the end of this episode.
Yes, we
Eh,
have.
which thing?
Yes, yes. Well, let's finish
What
first.
did you say?
Let's finish. I'll talk about it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you for listening. We'd love to hear what you think.
Have any other good examples or bad examples of hierarchy? They can always like drop a comment.
Okay, patterns. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. All right. So should we say our second set of goodbyes?
Let's talk of goodbyes is wild. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Later. Oh.